All right, what is growing on? It is 2025. I'm still alive, don't worry. I know you have not seen a lot of videos from me. I think going forward too, you're gonna see a lot less edited videos as far as B-roll and drone footage, because I'm gonna try to put out some more videos. I'm just gonna skip a lot of the fancy and just try to give you guys the meat and potatoes. If you notice here behind me, I'm at the home farm. I have not made a video here since our hurricane. We got beat up this year, guys. I probably lost 20 giant oak trees here, maybe 15 or 20 at the new property, at least 40 between both properties that I have cut up, I have gotten rid of, and I have a ton of hangers, or what we like to call widowmakers. A lot of broken limbs up in the tree, especially at the other property with the water oaks. A lot of things that need to be cut back here. We've had 23 degrees this year. Just so you know, it has been pretty cold. If you kind of spot, we've got that fried jackfruit over there. But this video is not a farm tour. This video is a little bit of a market garden update with Tanner. So Tanner is actually farming my front yard now. Obviously took over the plots on the backside. I think you guys have seen that already. Let's hope I put that out there. Heading out to the front field. We got some fancy tools to show you. Stay tuned. Yes, I should point out as I'm heading out here, this entire fence, most of the mulberries blew over during the hurricane. Weeds are out of control right now. These sweet almonds, super non-wind tolerant when they get big, get to be 15, 20 foot. Those were all blown over and cut back, but honestly, they need to be cut back every year. They smell absolutely wonderful right now. They're kind of going off. Working on moving this entire greenhouse, mat area. This is all going to end up being farming zone in the front yard. Going to change out some of this bamboo this year. That's just kind of some of the big goals, but I could not help to turn this on and show you guys these yellow tababuyas. Interesting tree that flowers actually when it drops the leaves. Dude, where's Big Red?
I don't drive Big Red out here, man.
You got the work van with you today? What's going on?
I got that cool work van.
Okay.
Jim's old van.
Jim's old van.
I inherited a lot from Mr. Jim.
Okay.
Or bought a lot from Mr. Jim. I didn't inherit it. You know, there's a story that I inherited everything.
Oh, really?
Some people think I don't got a mortgage or nothing.
You got it all for free?
Yeah.
I heard it was all just given to you.
Jim just signed it all over,
Dang, man, you're lucky.
Yeah, that would be really nice.
So what are you doing out here in my front yard, bro? What's going on?
Yeah, I know. Now we're working your front yard.
I can't keep you out of this place. You're all over.
I know.
Right.
It's, yeah. So... this was all peaches like not too long ago?
Yeah, so most of the peaches and plums were planted the first year I moved in and kind of getting towards the tail end of life.
How long ago was that?
2014 I planted them.
So that's about their life cycle?
We got about 10, 11 years out of them.
So did you cut them down or did they just fall over?
70% of them snapped in half during the hurricane.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and they had been declining. We've been losing 1 or 2 a year.
Yeah.
It was a transitional thing. I was honestly going to let grass grow back here.
Yeah.
A little easier for me to mow than to try to maintain for at least the time being.
Yeah.
Glad to see it turning into something a little better.
Yeah, there is going to be grass here though.
Grass here?
Because you got nutsedge. You see all this nutsedge coming up?
Well, I didn't tell you yet, but this is my front yard. We're going to have to keep that very well pulled on a regular basis, all right?
Yeah, the nutsedge, I mean, by the time the nutsedge really takes off, we'll probably have this cover cropped, so I don't think it'll be an issue.
Okay.
But we're doing this little series on the paper pot, right? That's what we're doing.
That's
what we're focused on.
That's what I heard, okay.
All right, so the paper pot, it's pretty much set up already. These are
well, let me get them this side. I'll get out of that shadow.
Okay.
Go ahead.
That's I was gonna plant these as like a pre-emergent situation, but they already emerged. Those are radishes. So typically we use the Jang for the radishes, but this gives us like a perfect 2-inch spacing. So it's kind of nice. I don't have to there's no crowding going on or anything. And this thing is easy enough to pull. It's not, there's a little more effort than the Jang because I had to start it and everything, but just give you the quick, also note, this mulch has to be, it's like so broken down. So it's just, the paper pot's just working really wonderful.
It's happy here.
It's super happy.
Okay.
Hopefully the display shows that.
You don't need to start a motor or anything? No gasoline required?
No motor, dude. It's a human powered tool.
Oh, Jim would be happy with that.
Yeah.
Okay. No gasoline, no diesel required, no batteries?
No thing.
Okay.
It digs a furrow.
This soil actually does look pretty legit.
Oh yeah, dude. It's like super nice.
Oh.
Because sometimes I'll be pulling this thing and I'll get I don't know, there's just at our place, because the wood chips are pretty fresh still, there's just subtleties to where there's the paper pot doesn't get fully submerged or whatever, and this is just going super nice.
This is the butter we're looking for?
Yeah, dude. It's enough to make me start buying soil instead of using wood chips.
Oh,
Which sounds insane, but
I mean, you know, sometimes we gotta break down and buy a little soil.
yeah. That's it. That's a 50-foot row, and we were just hanging out, dude.
How many plants just went in the ground that quick?
That's 264 cells. So
264 plants?
264 plants, yeah.
Just like that, 1 minute.
Just like that, 1 minute. And they were seeded. We have this little, it's like the thing we use to seed these, it's like a little pinball machine. You ever seen these before?
No, you're gonna have to start showing this tech.
It's called a quick click. And it's a little drop seeder. And you kind of just like, you put the seeds into this little roller and you pinball them into their holes, and then you just click it, and 264 cells planted like super fast. And then
no vacuum or anything like that?
No vacuum seeder, so it's not loud. You don't need the headphones,
wow.
You know. So that's been a game changer. That was most of this is just learning from like, okay, I got Riley in the nursery, she's starting seeds, and I paid her this many dollars for this many hours. And then I look at the price of the Quick Click, and I would have bought the Quick Click in 2 days of seeding. And I'm like, okay, I need to buy this thing, because now I can start. I think I started 24 trays in 1 hour the other day with the Quick Click.
Appropriate technology.
Appropriate technology, dude.
Okay. I could agree with that.
Yeah, and I'm sure you can.
So tell us about what's going on at Jim's house. You've been having a little bit of salt issues. It seems like the farming's been growing over here.
Yeah, so everything's great at Jim's. We just had to make a transition from the crops that don't like the salt, which is basically just lettuce. So that's why at the other block, it's predominantly lettuce. So we don't grow any lettuce at my place anymore, Jim's place.
Okay.
That's all here now. And that way I can still water with the salt, because the spinaches, the chards, the beets, all the brassicas they don't mind the salt at all. So I'm fluctuating between using the salt water and treated well and the city, but using just city was costing way too much money, man. So yeah, grateful to have a well that isn't saltwater and treated here.
So how heavy is this thing?
It's pretty heavy, honestly. This is an older model. I got this from another farm, and this one I think is I can't remember. I think it's like 50 pounds.
So this isn't the actual paper pot planter. It's just a paper pot planter, right?
Well, there's many.
I know. There's a bunch of different ones now.
Everybody's made one now.
Okay.
The original was Japanese. It was made by, I think it's the original, Knitten paper pot in Japan, and you can buy those through the Paper Pot Co. I bought this from another farm for super cheap. So, and I wanted to go that route because I wasn't sure if this was really going to serve us, but it has. So we might actually buy another one to keep here and another one to keep at our farm, because we're driving this thing
back and forth. Okay.
Yeah. But the Never Sink one is a lot lighter. I think it's 23 pounds. And Riley, be nice if Riley wasn't having to carry around a 50-pound. I mean, it'd be nice for me too.
Yeah.
But it's like,
must be made of aluminum instead of steel.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. It's made of aluminum. Some people say it won't last as long.
Oh, I disagree.
But
all my nursery carts are aluminum. They look like the day I bought them.
Okay.
Yeah.
They wouldn't. Maybe at my farm they wouldn't.
It might bend easier, but
right.
I think it's gonna last as long, just because it'll never rust.
Yeah.
Or this is gonna rust away at some point.
It already is.
You can already see it breaking down.
It already is. Yeah. If I leave this thing under the salt at my house, it'll really rust out.
All right. What are we doing? Getting another tray?
I'm getting another tray. Yeah.
I'm timing you.
Okay.
Clock is ticking here.
All right. Some of these weeds may look green, but they will die.
They don't burn right away, huh?
Some of them don't. They take a little time.
How much propane you go through with that thing? Is it
not
eat it
that
up?
Much?
Really?
No. Like that, I've had that. I mean, I don't use it. At Jim's, there's no weeds.
I love the shirt. Kill your lawn. Crime pays, but botany doesn't. Oh!
You know this
that's
YouTube
custom.
dude?
No, that's badass.
Okay,
I've never seen that.
This dude, he's this dude from Philly.
Okay.
I think he's from Philly. But he shoots videos out in like California and Texas, I'm pretty sure. And he's hilarious, dude. Great YouTube account.
Love it.
So we pull there's like this little sleeve at the end that I pull off.
It's like opening a bag of chicken feed, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Then you part this, put it back on top. Pull this down into the trough. And I need to get a stake.
Oh, something to hold that in the ground? You missing your staple?
I just use landscape stakes.
Yep.
Or I use flags, actually.
All right, so we got 264 lettuce going in now?
Yep.
Okay. Got the 27 mark. He's starting.
Yeah, see this one, not going quite as smooth. Sometimes things get...
That's where that light rake comes in handy, huh?
Yeah.
A little bit of that leftover organic matter on top.
There just like wasn't enough here to truly rationalize the rake. But yeah, you see now it's, whatever was hung up is gone and it's going in smooth.
30 seconds.
That's it?
So far.
Not bad.
Under a minute, 265 in the ground.
Oh, so this is actually, this is a 4-inch spacing. So this is gonna be less than, this is gonna be whatever, half. These are 100-foot lengths.
Oh, you get 2 runs out of that one?
2 runs out of this one.
Okay. So it's got the full 260 something? So
Yeah, it's got
130 on that first
every
one?
single paper pot chain has 264 cells.
Okay.
But they, there's a 2-inch, a 2-inch, 4-inch, and 6-inch.
Wow.
We use the 4-inch a lot. And then some farms use the 6-inch a lot. Like Meacham uses the 6-inch for their beets. They have like they give their beets lots of space.
I think you should get a couple more flags. You're gonna have to run back down there for your other flag, aren't you?
I have one right there somewhere.
Where?
I left one over here.
You just stole it for the other end, didn't you?
Nah,
Oh.
I brought more.
Okay. He's prepared.
Usually keep 2.
I want to slow the farmer down over here.
Nah, dude.
About how far apart are you making these rows? 12 inches?
Here, I'm giving them a little more space because I just don't know how they're gonna do. Like at Jim's place, I'll put the wheel
Right up against that
right up
lane.
against it,
Okay.
and it's actually kind of helpful because like if the trough didn't go deep enough, then the furrow will kind of put the dirt over against the which is nice. And then here, I mean, I'm sure that at some point I'll hit some peach stumps and stuff. That'll kind of hang me up.
Oh, I don't know. I ripped them out from the base.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Oh, yeah.
well, that's really nice.
Oh yeah, I came in here with the grapple and said, see ya.
Because right now in the tree rows over there, just the roots are going like lateral. You know, there's some lateral roots, and then sometimes you got to pull this one off too, so that it releases that.
Oh, in the centropic zone, yeah. I get that.
And I get hung up on stuff. Gotta zip it up. Just bury it a little bit.
You don't have your zipper tool?
I do.
Oh, you do? You bought it?
I did. I bought it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not as helpful as I thought it'd be, though.
Really?
You know, those videos that guy Connor posts, like it just makes all of his tools.
He makes them look really good.
Oh man, it makes it look like they just work so good, and then you get it and you're like, I just buried all the lettuce that I planted, you know?
I'm sure it only took one take to make those videos, you know?
Yeah, he you know, we got one of those like we're washing our lettuce and we're drying it with one of the homemade you know what I'm talking about? We're drying our lettuce with the and Neversink just made a big industrial one that they're selling, and he made a video tutorial about like, yeah, if you're still using a homemade spinner with a washing machine, you are an idiot. Basically, he's just like, damn, I need to buy this like $2,500, you know. He's a good salesman. Makes you feel stupid. So these are 90. The 50, the radishes we did were exactly 50. So that works great in these lines because we've made these 50.
Perfect length.
Yeah.
How long have those been in those trays for?
These lettuces were started, today's the 17th. These were started 131.
I'm seeing some perlite or vermiculite. Are you buying a bagged mix? Are you making that? What are you doing there?
I'm still making Jim's mix.
You are making Jim's mix.
I'm still
so
making.
That's a soil blocks mix going in the paper pot planter?
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much. Okay.
What's the difference? I'm using more compost, less peat.
Okay. Green sand?
No green sand because it's just too expensive.
Blood meal?
Blood meal, yes. Actually, no blood meal in this one because I've got plenty of nitrogen from the compost we're using.
What about the phosphate?
Yep, phosphate.
Still got phosphate, okay.
Yep, we're using phosphate, lime. It's the whole mix, except blood meal, and you know, occasionally if we're out of something, I just won't bother. But I don't know. We may go with a like pre-bought mix, just because like yesterday, you know, we got the Martyr mixer, and we're spending a few hours here and there making it, and it might save us just to buy it. What I got going on here? Sometimes we get a little sideways.
Oh, you mean the paper pot's laying down?
Yeah, it'll just like lay down.
Will the zipper fix that?
No, it will not.
It will not. Okay,
It
so
will
the
make it
zipper
worse.
just closes it. That's it. Doesn't
Yeah,
straighten it out. Doesn't pick it up.
No, it will. It'll just bury all. It would have just buried all those plants. But you know, here, like, if this was really flat, it would probably work like super beautifully. But you know, we got this little mound going on that I'm going up, so there's just subtleties too.
Little imperfectness, huh?
But I mean, it's still like I'm not on my knees, man. I'm upright, pulling this thing. And I don't know how often I've talked about this in these videos, but my knees are jacked up.
And you're too young to have jack knees. You're not doing yoga, are you?
That's what everyone's telling me, man. But
Yeah.
I grew up skateboarding, dude, and like I was jumping off 2-story buildings, and like,
Man,
yeah, I was doing dumb shit.
you're not taking your turmeric, are you?
I'm not, and I should be. I really should be.
Oh, we got it. That's like putting the grease in the kneecaps right there.
Yeah,
that
I
stuff's
should.
important.
That's what they say. So I should start doing that. See, and then at the end, sometimes we end up with that. So
A little flop over.
Yeah, so I'll just kind of pull it out and do that. Yeah, so because they aren't always like perfectly flush, we'll just run the water a little heavier for the first few days
And it seats them.
until they seed in. And just until the roots kind of tap in enough, and then they're fine. And then, you know, eventually the canopy of the lettuce will just like fill, and it's no longer an issue, you know.
Nice.
But some people are more aesthetic than myself, and they probably wouldn't like.
I know a few of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
You mean you don't have perfectly spaced rows out here? What's going on?
No, I don't.
Oh, that row's at least 6 inches off. Hope you can sleep tonight.
Yeah. Fortunately, I can. It makes my life a lot easier.
2 kids probably help us sleep. Too, huh?
Yeah. Well, they do and they don't.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet.
Last night I was up at.
You pass out well, but you wake up.
Exactly.
I
What
got it.
did I wake up? 2:30 in the morning. One of them had a poop in the middle of the night.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Ate too good or
gotta
something.
get them trained. What's going on here?
I do gotta get them trained. May work, you know, more on like the as they grow a little larger.
Oh, we don't need them when they're larger. We need them when they're smaller, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So like this is kind of the idea, but you can see I'm just like it just puts dirt right over them. So I just don't. But like here, I could just kind of like gently hit it, and it'll get some dirt on that soil.
So the zipper sounds good, but
I'm not,
theoretically,
honest review, Connor, I'm not really that into it.
Not into it. Okay.
But it's
Just another fancy tool that's been patented, huh?
well, but check, you know, like it's got this little furrowed thing. So like for digging a little furrow without having to be on your hands and knees, like it's kind of nice for that.
Okay.
If you know.
What do you need the furrow for, though?
Like in this case, I could like with green garlic, for instance. You know, Jim used to like. Jim would be out here like this, you know, with a little dibbler, and I'll just like dig 3 rows and just come down and drop garlic into the hole, and then you just take the backside and just cover it up.
Is Jim sending you garlic?
He is, yeah.
He is. So you're doing what he used to do and sending it back up to him, or what?
Well, no, because I'm just growing green garlic, you know.
Okay.
So it's by that time it's not really useful for him. But he grew a lot, I guess.
What about onion sets? Are you sending those to him?
I'm not.
Okay.
I mean, I could if he wanted me to.
Yeah.
We haven't really talked about that. That was a thing he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think he might have changed that last season. He bought some, but then he bought some more from someone else, and I think he had good luck. So
All right, we'll switch it up.
Yeah.
All right, paper pot planter. We got it.
Planter.
Hey, hey, hey. Can I get a pound dirt? I'm shutting this thing off.
Pounder, brother.
You know what time it is? Coming up on loquat season, Florida Loquat Festival. So pretty cool appropriate technology out there with the paper pot planter. I thought that was pretty neat. Wanted to share it with you guys. I'm gonna make one more video on the other side and show you what Tanner's been doing over there now for about, I don't know. How long you been over there, Tanner? September? Okay, it's been a few months. Stay tuned. Oh yeah, pound dirt.